So this chapter definitely makes things a little bit more interesting as far as the whole Erwin, Levi. A lot of it was very character-centric with this one. I mean, it was set up for hopefully the next chapter and the following chapter to go and retake Wall Maria, but it was more so getting a little bit more into the mystique of Erwin. And I mean, in this one, it's building up clearly that whatever the case may be, his goals and his dreams rides above everything, and that's why he does some of the crazy shit that he does, because it's like he wants to achieve this goal. So it goes more into, like, I guess saying to a certain degree Erwin is absolutely desperate to achieve his goal, to the point where he will say, honestly, it looks like fuck humanity. And when Levi went up to him and Levi was like, I'll break your fucking legs, I was like, that's the Levi that I fucking love, the badass Levi himself. So again, very character centric, and the little discussion that they had, I think it could potentially be foreshadowing of Erwin being a dick and pulling a dick move. At the end of the day, it could be two things. It could be Erwin does something super fucked up that we're gonna be like, you motherfucker, we saw it coming, but you're still a motherfucker. Or two, he could eventually say, my goal, I wanted it, but at the end of the day, I realized something, and he could do something heroic. It could be either two ways, but I mean, it would be interesting if Erwin pulled a dick move. And if you've read the Levi, you know, spin-off manga, so to speak, or the flashback stuff of his come-up and whatnot, it will show a little bit more of the relationship that Levi and Erwin have, and why he kind of just talks to him like that. I mean, Levi's already an asshole to a lot of people just because he's that badass motherfucker, but yeah, that kind of gives a little bit more context to the relationship that the two of them have. And yet again, kind of focusing more on Eren and his come up, so to speak. I mean, he realized now that he's not special or whatever, and I'm glad we finally got over that hump and whatnot, but a lot of people, even Eren himself, acknowledges that Mikasa has always been like the savior. And I think this time coming up in the arc, this could potentially be foreshadowing that he's going to have to say, no, this time I'm going to save Mikasa, or I'm going to save myself, which would be very interesting for once, and a big step up for Eren's character as a main character, because let's be real here, majority of the people prefer Levi over Eren, Mikasa over Eren, a lot of people over Eren. So hopefully this new upcoming arc, the return and whatnot to Wall Maria and the retaking of it, could really give him some brownie points and really give him some step up in character development in general, just to be like, I don't need to be saved by this sexy hot bitch anymore. I can do it myself. And I know I added sexy hot bitch, but I'm just saying, that Mikasa though. Definitely felt like early Attack on Titan in this one, when they're like talking about the past and what they want to do after they finish this whole brigade, assuming that everyone survived, because we do know that initially Hajime Isayama's, you know, idea was to have everyone die at the end, and he could still very well go along with that. But them just talking about the future and whatnot, and kind of the fight that Eren and John had, that was like hilarious. These two motherfuckers going at it, and then Levi just comes in like a dad. Like, you could definitely see Levi has stepped up and taken some sort of fatherly role, where it's like, hey, you kids, quiet the fuck down, quit fighting already, and he just kicks their asses. Like, Levi has just really, honestly, I don't get why. I mean, I understand the chain of commands, but like, if Erwin dies, as you said in this chapter, then Hanji would be next, and honestly, I think it should be Levi. I think Levi should get skipped up. If Erwin dies, it should be Levi, not Hanji, because Hanji's awesome, but I think Levi has the tactical aspects to him, as well as the fighting capabilities to really lead people to the next and better tomorrow. And Armin's dream of seeing the ocean and whatnot definitely reminds me of Hunter x Hunter, and it's reminded me a bit of Hunter x Hunter Kurapika and his friend Paido, I believe, how they had that dream of eventually escaping out of their village and going and seeing all the great things that the world has to offer. So always gives me those reminiscent feels, and I mean, it was just clarifying yet again where these characters stand as of right now, what they want to do with themselves. Armin still has this dream of getting outside these walls and seeing, you know, oceans and volcanoes and all that shit. Eren just kind of wants to finish this, and then we'll see where we go from there. And we don't really get much into Mikasa, because she's kind of like that vague type of character that you don't really get anything too much, which I would like more, because all we really get from her is Eren, Eren, Eren. Just picture that bitch going Super Saiyan 3 going Eren. Yeah. So a little bit more on Mikasa would be nice. And as a whole, this chapter, I mean, the beginning of the chapter was interesting as well, them conversating about Grisha, and if only they would have had Grisha now. If Grisha was still around, this would be a lot more easier of a task. Not a lot more easier, but we will be a lot more informed and exactly understanding what we really need to do. And yet again, the discussion of what's in the basement. What the fuck is in the basement? Like, it's something that he couldn't say because it's something so hard. Like, if it's the history, then could it be just of humanity torturing people, and they set up the system to really stop war? Like, that's one of the only things I could think of. Like, they made the Titans, Grisha and probably the Gorilla Titan or whatever, to stop wars and humanity being fucked up towards each other. But I think Attack on Titan itself is showcasing that humanity will always have internal strife. I mean, look at the human versus human arc that we just got done with. Even though we have this giant threat that is going to come and rip us apart, we're still fighting amongst each other, and that's just humanity in general. Conflict is something that is human nature, unfortunately. Last but not least, seeing Reiner and Bertolt on the other side of the wall. I can't wait till we get that fucking reunion. Armor Titan, Colossal Titan, the Ape Titan, let's fucking go. Build up at the end of the chapter, and I mean, overall this chapter, good stuff for the most part. I mean, a lot of setup, a lot of just revisiting some things and kind of clarifying where these characters are at. Very character driven, but nonetheless a good chapter. I'll say solid 7 out of 10, but I think the next few chapters is really going to get hype, and I can't fucking wait. Let me know what you guys think, though. First of all, do you think that Levi should be the next if Erwin were to fall? Also, what is this thing that Erwin is so desperate that he would actually fuck shit up? Like, do you think Erwin will do something really fucked up if it meant, like, you know, him saving his dream? Motherfuckers on some Griffith shit. You know, overall thoughts of the chapter, honestly, I'm just like, let's go take Wall Maria back. Like, I mean, even at the end of this chapter, I know I'm going a little bit more into it, but we see how far people have come, which is interesting that it's only been 3 months since the Colossal Titan, you know, showed up again and broke the wall or whatever, but they even have the people now cheering for them when they used to say, stop, what are you doing? Our people are dying, we're not getting anywhere. Yeah, we covered a lot of ground, and definitely showcases with the people saying go, 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 which it's a big change. Any overall thoughts of the chapter, but that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.